Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am, but right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song.
Hello, Star Wars fans. You know, there's 351 days until Christmas 2025, and Matt Misman is correct. This is a prediction failure song. Oh boy, Santa got absolutely obliterated this week. So the bar is low, very, very low. If you want to make it onto the Wall of Fame for episode 7, you just got to beat 3. I've already counted up my points, and I know where I land. And that's including my bonus question, by the way. Oh, you got to get 3 or more. You can make it onto the Wall of Fame for episode 7, which means also for many of you who are just behind on the season leaderboard that you see going below, you've got a chance to distance yourself or maybe catch up. So, good to see you all here. Matt Risman, thank you so much. Star Wars Fitz, Brandon, hello. Oh, good to see you. Baymax, good afternoon over there in the UK. Mike Yaney, hello. And by the way, we have a good friend of the channel who lives where there's a good bit of problems going on. Jedi Mike. Jedi Mike, if you're here, our thoughts are with you, my friend. I know that Southern California is having a good bit of wildfires. They're into Los Angeles, and Jedi Mike lives right in the Los Angeles area, which means that his community, his city is going through a good amount of devastation from the wildfires that are just tearing through that part of the country. So hope that you are well, Mike, and take care. Be safe. So you guys, if you see Mike, Jedi Mike in the chat, let him know. We're hoping that his property, his family, his everything that in his community is safe. So sometimes there's important things in the world going on that we need to just take a small break from before we jump into this galaxy far, far away. So, boy, I can tell you what, episode 7, I think it's maybe the best episode of the season. And I'm gonna throw up a poll right now. I'm gonna put is episode 7 the best of the season so far, right? So I want to know, what do you guys think? Is episode 7 the best episode of this season of Skelton Crew so far? I think it is. For me personally, I don't think it could get much better. This is in that 9 to 10 out of 10 range. For me personally, just a fantastic episode. I laughed at a few parts of it. I was shocked at a few parts of it, and I just Fitz. I see you. Fitz is being ornery. I see you, Fitz. But this episode had all the things. It had betrayal. It had lightsabers. It had the Force. It had hyperspace travel. It had all the things. Just great storytelling. Great dialogue. Just for me, just way up there. So good. Nathan says the episode was dark in tone. I have a new theory about Jod. I think he was a rejected apprentice of Dooku that never finished his training. You know what? I saw another theory along this line that said maybe his home planet is Sereno. In just a second, I need to. I'm missing a call from work, so I'm just going to let that go. I'll catch it later. But if Jod, his original planet is Sereno, which is where, of course, Dooku is from, there could be a connection there. But we don't know, do we? Because we thought that episode 7 was going to give us Jod's backstory. We were wrong. We were so wrong, because there was an interview with Jude Law where they asked him his favorite episode, and he said something to the effect of, I think he said, I've only seen the thing one time, the entire series one time. He said, I think it's episode 7, where right off the bat, you learn a lot about my character, so on and so forth. And then subsequent quotes, and I'm going to bring up a quote now. Credit to Matt Risman for throwing this our way, because, and let me see if I can make this easier for you all to read. He says, we're asked about his character and the backstory and stuff like that. He said that doesn't really come out until right near the end, when you really get an insight into his backstory and why he may be a Force user and his Force sensitive. Now, we put these two together. We knew episode 7, he says right off the bat, you learn about his character. He said, I think it's episode 7. If you listen to it, he says, I think it's episode 7. And then here he says, until right near the end. We said, well, near the end is episode 7. So it must be episode 7. But we were wrong. We were wrong. So wrong. All the wrong. We were so wrong. It says, why may be a Force user and is Force sensitive. Did we learn that in episode 7? Why he's a Force user and Force sensitive? Did we learn that? I don't think so. It says insight into his backstory. Did we get insight into Jod's backstory in episode 7? I don't think so. It says that it was a detail that was always there, but John Watts, Christopher Ford, and I really went back and made sure we were all on the same page as to where he was born and what happened. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to see where he was born. It says they discussed it, right? That it doesn't say that's going to be in the show. No, I'm being more careful about reading these things because we thought it meant something when we tied episode 7 to this, but no. Oh, hold on, my friends, not so fast. So then there's more. There's another quote here. It's kind of interesting, but very revealing page in his past. I would say that he's not someone who's had a childhood. He's someone who's kind of had his childhood snatched away. Now, this is all become speculation from fans because we read into this these statements. He says, and it's why he looks at the kids with disdain. They're just small adults, right? Grow up already. That's what his where he's come from. He says, why don't they understand they've got to get on and survive? And why are they so inexperienced? And he has no real concept of innocence. So there's the quotes that we've been reading into and why we've been thinking that episode 7 was going to be different than what episode 7 was, at least to some degree, right? We also had some screenshots and things that we did a little bit of reading into. to do our predictions. Nathan says we have another High Republic reference too. Yes, we do. Well, the tree sucker. I saw a guy who loves Star Wars, Mike. Read into that could be Dringer. No, I don't think so at all. Dringer weren't tree suckers. Plus, Dringer ate humans, right? They ate meat. They're meat eaters. They're not vegetarians. They're not even, I don't think, omnivores, right? I think they're carnivores. And you would not call a carnivore a tree sucker. That's not what they eat. They eat meat. And there's, in fact, in one of the books, they kept just chanting this meat, meat, meat over and over again because that's what they eat. And so I don't think they're Dringir at all. I think if you go back and watch as it's opening, you can see these creatures crawling on the trees. They're, I think those are the tree suckers. They're these creatures that live in the woods, and you already saw them. And so they're seeing them move about. They're hearing something. They're saying, oh, it's those things that are moving about, those tree suckers. I think that's what it is. But there is another High Republic reference as well. There's the whole what are they, representatives or whatever that were coming there, and that goes back to High Republic. We also had other High Republic references early in the season. So there's that. You guys, there's something else I want to point out to you. There's something else I want to point out, and I've been caught on this all along, and I'm more and more convinced of it. And it's the connection to the Wizard of Oz. And I saw this last night. Meg posted it on her Discord, and then I kind of went down the rabbit hole a little bit. But I want to show you guys some things. And these are things that I've noticed from this season, things I've started to put together. And the Wizard of Oz, I think that there's the basic structure, right? Of course, there's big differences. I don't think they're going to, they didn't ride into Aten on a horse of a different color. No, nothing like that. But the Republic emissary, Matt Risman said, yes, the Republic emissary. The emissaries, those were High Republic roles. So there's that. But in The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy left her home in Kansas and was taken to this magical world of Oz. And throughout Oz, she's trying to find, or the movie, the musical, the books, she's trying to make her way back home to Kansas. In this story, it's reversed, right? They live in Oz, Aten, this magical place, the mythological place, and they've left. Now they want to get back home, back to Oz. And I want to show you some pictures that I've taken here. I've shared them on my Discord, but I share them here as well. We had this in episode 5 when it opened up the office. Notice all the emerald kind of hues, the emerald color palette of Aten in the office here, right? You can see the emerald on the screens. There's even some of the lighting in the floor. You get those windows in the background, lots and lots of emerald influence, right? The color palette. And then let's see, I don't think I posted this in my Discord yet, but I shared it with, I shared it online. Let me pull this one up and show you this. This is from the original Oz, and it's in Oz as they're going in on the horse of a different color. And you can just see the emerald color palette, right? They're in the Emerald City, of course. And also, just look at some of the architecture with the columns, the horizontal bars and things. And then go back here. And we look at the color palette of emerald. It's a little different, but you can see emerald and you can see the horizontal bars throughout. I think there's an influence. Then if we look here, emerald, right? In that whole mirage that they had, the planet, emerald. even if this communication buoy that they sent up, look at the lighting on the bottom of it. It's emerald, right? The lighting on the bottom of this thing, emerald. Then there's more. There's more. I want to show you guys. Look at this. You can see these the barrier, right? The barrier it's projecting this emerald thing over top, but the bottom side's all electric. There's red, there's fire, there's, it's destructive. Oz, the fire, right? You've got the fire in the emerald there. Let's look at this. See the kids, we know this is coming up in the supervisor's office. I wanted you to notice this camera that's on a gimbal here, and think about the view from this camera, right? You've definitely got Wim up here in front, and you've got the three sort of behind him looking up with these concerned faces, right? Wim's in front. We got the three in the back. Look here. Dorothy's in front. You got the three in back. Also, just look at the color palettes here. Look at the color palettes. Dorothy, blue. You've got silver, brown, a little bit of green, right? Look here. Wim's got a kind of a blue on. Of course, not silver, but we kind of got a brown. Like the color palettes, they're looking up. And if you were to look through this gimbal, this camera, they're going to be, you can already see they're kind of looking to the left, but the layout's going to be a lot similar to that, right? Because that gimbal's just to the right, to their right, right? And then they're going to be looking off. It's going to look very similar. It's going to look very, very similar. Then there was another Easter egg kind of thing that popped up, and I went and got this, and I saw a guy who likes Star Wars. Mike put it on his review. Thank you for the call out, Mike. Appreciate it. But this is the voice of the supervisor, the dude on the right. The voice of the supervisor's on the right. The dude on the left, of course, is the original wizard from Wizard of Oz. There's a striking similarity, between the actors. Just so much here that seem to parallel, right? I'll bring this up later. But so I just wanted to share this with you guys. That I think that there's an unmistakable correlation, right, between a lot of these color palettes, a lot of the story arc, the character representation. I think that we have seen a reverse Wizard of Oz story, right? Now, all of the trappings around it are Star Wars. All the stuff around it is different, right? The actual events of the story are different. It's just the color palettes, the scenes, the everything, they line up. And it's the reverse, right? We're returning to Oz from leaving instead of returning to Kansas from Oz, right? I just love it. I love it. There's something else to think about, and we'll get to it. Well, I'll go ahead and talk about it now. You remember in Oz, when they go meet the all-powerful Wizard of Oz, right? There's a figure here that's kind of superimposed over top, and this fire keeps going in front of him, and then it comes up and you can see this face, and it's talking to them. How dare you challenge the great mighty Oz, right? Get on out of here, right? That kind of stuff. But the guy behind the curtain is this dude. He's the guy behind the curtain. The voice you hear, the image you see is not this guy. This guy's behind the curtain. The supervisor, the voice that we heard is this guy. That's the voice we hear. If you were to follow the same pattern, then it doesn't mean that the supervisor is going to be this guy, right? Doesn't mean that this is the guy we're going to when we actually see the supervisor, doesn't mean it's going to be this guy. This is his voice. And if they play it the same, I would expect it's not this guy specifically. So I was talking to Matt Risman yesterday and talking about changing up our bonus question for week 8, for episode 8. Instead of being open-ended, I'm thinking of doing more of a multiple choice. And this is the question I had, and I'll expand upon it. This is the question that came out of my harebrain, right? It said, who will the supervisor be? And then give you choices. A droid, another citizen of Aten, maybe a member of the Shadow Council, maybe Captain Renaud, or fill in the blank. Who do you think it might be? Right? This was my thought of a bonus question, and it would be worth maybe double points. And if you fill in the blank and you get it right, maybe it's worth double again. Right? So maybe it's 2 points if you pick the right one, 4 points if you fill in the blank and get it correct. Right? Like you come up with somebody else entirely, right? Then sure, maybe we give you 4 points or 5 points, something like that, right? So that was my thought. I'm not sure this question still applies, but here's what I want to throw out to you all, right? So here's the challenge for all of you. Today, tomorrow, and early Friday, I want you to think of a bonus question. I want you to think of a bonus question with multiple choice answers. And I want you to send it to me. You can email it to me. My email contacts is on the channel. Or you can post it to Discord, post it to Patreon, post it to Facebook or Twitter. Right? DM me. Send me your question with the multiple choice. Right? I want a multiple choice question with maybe 4 answers, 3 or 4 answers with a fill in the blank, right? And then on Friday's stream, we'll look at all of your bonus question submissions, and we will vote which bonus question are we going to put on the predictions for episode 8. We're not going to have a fill in the blank for episode 8. We're going to have a bonus question that is a multiple choice that you send to me. So you come up with a bonus question, send it to me in Discord, DM me on Twitter, email it to me, post it to Facebook, send it to me to the Star Wars Santa Facebook page. Whatever the case might be, I'll be checking all of those. Patreon and Discord are the best. Those are the best ways to reach me, but you can send it the other ways. Those of you who have my cell phone number, text it to me. That's fine too. So let's try it, right? And this may be how we go with our bonus questions going forward. So there you go. Let's get into our predictions, shall we? So let me close all these tabs, and we'll get into our predictions. And I told you it was a rough week. We thought a thing was going to happen that didn't happen, and boy, oh boy, it mess with our scores, right? It really did. So here we go. We're gonna I'll share this. We're gonna go through these. Sabersmith says, I agree, not Stephen Fry. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be Stephen Fry who we see behind the curtain, right? Maybe it is, but we know it's his voice. We just don't know if it will be him when we actually see him. So here are the bonus questions. We're going to go the predictions questions. We're going to go through these together and talk about the episode to a degree. It says a pirate gets shot with a blaster, non-lethal. Now, as you saw yesterday, if you were watching my prediction show yesterday, Santa was a knucklehead. Santa said no. and Matt pointed out to me correctly, Smee, RIP 33, right? RIP 33. Smee was stunned. He was stunned earlier before he was right. So yeah, Smee self-identifies as a pirate. Oh, I just entertained myself. So I'll just leave it. I'm going to leave it. So we're going to say yeses get the point here. Yeses get the point. Look, 10 of you got it right. Someone, not a pirate, gets shot non-lethal. Oh my goodness. Did we have people shot with a stun blast? Yes, we did. There were lots of them. All the parents got stunned. So yes is here, right? A match. Oh shoot. I zoomed in too much and now it's not letting me. Hold on a second. Let me see. Why is it doing that? Okay, here we go. Yes is 1 point. All right. And I could see the button down there. All right. Oh, no, it's still okay. I got to zoom out just a little bit. All right. We'll try it again. All right. Here we go. Yeses get the point. Here we go. Replace all. There. Oh. Hold on a second. Peanut hit the floor. Hold on 1 second. Come here. Hold on. Here. Why don't you come sit up here? Right? Why don't you come sit up here? You can visit. All right. So someone's killed. Oh boy. Somebody, I remember in one of the interviews, they said, how would you summarize this in, simple terms, with no, not detailed spoilers or anything. They said death. Boy, we had death. Brutus gone. Several of the pirates, as they were coming into the planet there, dead. Lots of death. So there you go. All get a point. Visit more than one planet or world. Absolutely not. Here we thought maybe there would be a flashback scene and we would see like Order 66 from Coruscant or some other planet, wherever Jod was as a Padawan with his Jedi Master. We thought that might be the case. The answer is no, right? No, it was one planet, right? So no's get the point here. Here we go. Next, a droid referred to by name. Yes, we had 33. Yeses get the point here. All right. So cameo from another character. No, absolutely not. Onyx Cinder breaks down. No, absolutely not. Someone uses Star Wars slang. Well, boy, as much as I wanted to, I went back and rewatched it with the subtitles on and just like focused. Come on, give me a word. No, nothing. All three of these, no. Right? We'll mark those. All right. Next, someone uses the Force. Yes, we did. Jod definitely used the Force. We saw him break his handcuffs, so we give a 1 there. Right? They get a point. And then a species talks with subtitles. We did see Huttese spoken, but no subtitles to translate it. So no's get the point here. And then we get right into our bonus questions. All right. So as I mentioned, you come all the way down here, Star Wars Santa. Oh, I miscounted. I have 4. Four. That's all you need. You get 4 or more, you're on the Wall of Fame. Look at all these. We have 8, 5, 7, 4, 7, 7, 8, 4, 5, 8, 6. You can ignore the zeros. The zeros are people who did not submit predictions, but they had played in previous weeks, so they're on the leaderboard. But 7, 7, 6, 0, 7, 8, 7, 8, 0, 0, 0. So look, everyone who played has already made it to the leaderboard. So congratulations, all of you. You get the Wall of Fame for episode 7 because Santa got so much wrong. Wrong. So 4. If you did it, you're on the leaderboard. So, or the Wall of Fame. So let's go through our bonus questions. Baymax says Jod is shown in a flashback revealing more about his past. No, Jod would turn out to be none other than Cal Kestis. Britt went for a good 5-pointer. No. Jod and the Pirates land on Atten. Brett Phillips. Yes, they did. Now, you get the point, Brett. Brian Stone. We find more about Jod's backstory. You know, if it just said Jod's character, Matt pointed this out. If you just said we learn more about Jod's character, you would have got that right. But no, Daniel Fisher, the parents make some headway getting around the red tape of Atten. Yes, they did, right? Yes, they did. Jod uses the Force. Yes, he did. We get a melee kill. Now, did somebody punch somebody hard enough to kill them? I know that 33, he punched Jod right in the noggin, knocked him right on out. But did anybody get a melee kill? Jod also shot Brutus point blank. That's not melee kill. So I don't think so. I'm going to say no, unless somebody corrects me on that. Put that in the wrong place. Hold on a second. Cancel. Delete this. Okay. There we go. No melee kill. Matt Risman confirms. No. All right. The kids try to fly back to Atten, but some of the pirates intercept them. Well, you're right. That did happen. They were intercepted by the pirates. You get a point. Everyone goes back to Atten. Yes, KG's Padawan. Everyone did. Everyone went back to Atten. We will discover more of Jod's backstory. And this is where Matt Risman said, "Dadgummit, if he had just put character in those double quotes instead of backstory, he would have nailed it." But no, he no backstory. Sorry. We meet Nina Nawood. No, we didn't. There are pirate stowaways on Onyx Cinder swinging the fences, right? Mumbo Jimbo went for it. There are pirate stowaways. Yes, because Jod is a stowaway on Onyx Cinder when they fly in. So I'm going to give you this one. I'm going to give it to you for sure. I got to go back and look. It says some of these are more than 1-pointers. Let's go back here real quick. Pirates land on Atten. That's a 1-pointer. Well, we didn't know they were going to land on Atten, and they didn't. It says Jod and the pirates. So no, actually, Brett, sorry, I got to take the point away. The pirates didn't land there. Got to take that point away. The parents make headway. The parents make headway. Is that a 1-pointer? Is that a 1-pointer? You get more for that. I'm going to say, I'm leaving it at 1. I'm going to leave it at 1. It's part of the story. I don't know. I'm wavering. I'm wavering. Yeah, we knew that she was going to send that. Yes, we did. So Jod uses the Force. That's easy. Kids try, but pirates intercept them. I guess it's more than 1 point that the pirates intercepted them. We didn't know they were going to intercept them on their way back. So I'll give you 5. Everyone goes back to Atten. KG's Padawan. Everyone goes back. I'm going to leave this at 1 because it's unspecific enough. Because as opposed to the previous question, said the pirates land on Atten and they didn't. I'm going to give you 1 instead of 0. So there you go. Jod ignites a lightsaber. Nerd Mafia. Yes, you get a point. Now, he already had a lightsaber. We knew he had a lightsaber. We saw the lightsaber on his belt. That he lights the lightsaber, 1 point. We learned Jod's backstory. No point. We know the pirates intercepted them because they ended up on the Onyx Cinder in a trailer. That's true. That's true. We did know that. We did know that. Let me go back. Where is that? Pirates. the interception. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, we do that. Okay. Well, I'm going to give it more than one, though. I got to give it more than one. I'll give it 3. That seems to be the default, right? Dale taught us that. The Skywalker's Academy. When I'm wavering, I'll give you 3. Yeah, Matt agrees with the 3. I'll go with that. Jod betrays or double crosses the pirates by taking them to the wrong planet. Oh, no. We see Jod during Clone Wars. No. Fitz went for the 5-pointer. I thought it was a great 5-pointer, but yikes. No. We'll see a new species of sentient alien or creature animal we've never seen in live action Star Wars. Star Wars politics going for a big pointer. No, I don't think so. Learn Jod's backstory. This was Santa. No. And Jod has an accident. We had fun with this yesterday, Thrawn Kill. Jod has an accident. No, he doesn't. He did get punched in the head, but that doesn't count as an accident, I don't think. Yeah, no. No. So there you go. We already know everyone is on the Wall of Fame. Everyone, all of you, you made it. Congratulations. Oh, you did better than Santa, because Santa did so bad. But who is now on the leaderboard? The season leaderboard, 52 is my season total, 52. So Star Wars politics just 2 points behind. Skywalker's Academy, Dale, he's ahead by 2. RF Gaming Channel trails by 1, just 1. Nerd Mafia, he's up by 5. Good job, Nerd Mafia. Mumbo Jimbo, he made it onto the leaderboard by 1 point. Mike Yaney just trailing by a 0.5 point. He's so close. Oh, so close. Matt Risman, he's 1 point ahead. Matt, you just got to stay ahead 1 more week. KG's Padawan trails by 1. KG made it onto the leaderboard by 3. Oh, you were on there. Good job, KG. And then let's see. Ducky Momo trails by 3. Who else is close? Brian Stone tied with Santa. You made it to the leaderboard. And Brett Phillips way out there in front is 65. There's no catching Brett Phillips. That can't be done. Can't be done. No. Let's see. Baymax with 47, still 5 points behind. I think you're in trouble, Baymax. So there you go, you all. We had a number of people climb onto the leaderboard. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, I know. So look, hopefully, KG says, "Wait, what? I just got here. Not awake yet. You made it onto the season leaderboard, KG. You just made it. Yes, congratulations. So look, we've got 1 more week to go. Fitz says, I'm 7 points behind. Better than I thought. Well, look, if I have another week like I did this week, woo, it ain't good. So here's, again, the challenge. The challenge to all of you. Come up with a bonus point question. A multiple choice bonus question for episode 8. Right? I gave you mine. Mine was, and I still have to think about it. My question with the bonus point here, I'll open this again just so you guys can see. Put it over here. Right? Just a second. All right. Here is one that I thought of. Right? Mine was, who will the supervisor be? Is it a droid? Right? The man behind the curtain. The all-powerful Wizard of Oz. Who is it? Is it a droid? Is it another citizen of Aten? Is it a member of the Shadow Council? Or is it Captain Renaud? Or maybe you think it's none of those people and you fill in the blank. You have a better answer than Santa. So here's mine, right? If nothing else, we have one to start, right? So you guys come up with a bonus question. Multiple choice answers. And then Friday, yes, Peanut just meowed. Yes, she does. She mocks a cat all the time. So come up with a bonus question. It needs to be multiple choice answers, right? And send it to me by Friday. I need it today or tomorrow. Friday morning, I'm going to start putting them all together. So even Friday morning, U.S. Eastern time, if you guys get me your questions, I will put them into a list and we can then vote which bonus question do we think is the one we'll use. Oh, and I'm looking at the poll. Is episode 7 the best of the season so far? 82% of you say yes. Yes, it is. Oh, thank you for participating in that. So send me your bonus questions, multiple choice. We'll queue them up. We'll vote on them, and then we'll come up with the question we'll put on the survey for next week, so that when you do your predictions, you'll pick the bonus question from the multiple choice. If you get just one of the answers that was already part of the survey, it's 1 point. You get 1 point. If you fill in, or we said it would be double point, right? So you get 2 points. We do have a dad joke, Fitz. Thanks for the reminder. So if you get the bonus point, we'll give you 2, right? If it's in there and you answer one of the pre-selected answers, you get it correct, we'll give you 2. If you fill in the blank and you get it correct, we'll give you 5. That's how it'll work. You get, for your bonus point, you get 2, or you get 0 if you get it wrong. 0, 2, or 5, right? That's how we'll do it for next week. And then I think that format is what we will keep for Andor season 2 when we go forward. We do have a Mike Porter dad joke. The Mike Porter dad joke says, hold on. Here we go. What's the name of the galaxy's gangster that has, or the nickname? What's the nickname of the galaxy's gangster who's become unproductive? What's his nickname? Well, it's a Jabba stuck in a rut. Oh, Mike Porter. There you go. Thank you for that. Thank you all so much for being here. I have fun reviewing this. I think this episode was easily in that 9 to 10 range. Just a wonderful, wonderful episode. It had all the things. Yeah, it had all the things. It had great dialogue, great storytelling, great effects, some surprises. It had humor. It had intrigue. It had all the things. So for me, very, very happy with this episode. So we'll be back Friday when we look at your bonus questions. We'll put together the survey for episode 8, and we'll talk about some news of the week. There are some there are a few stories coming out we could discuss. And just as a reminder from the channel, those of you who are channel supporters, are YouTube members, patrons, Monday, this coming Monday, we're going to have our monthly meeting for members, supporters, and we'll talk about some changes. One, like to this survey that I just showed you, we're gonna experiment with that bonus question, and then maybe some changes you'd like to see for the channel in 2025. What we're doing well, what you like us to keep doing. So we'll look at that. I see your votes are coming in. Matt Risman, 9 out of 10. Fitz, 9.5. Mike Yaney, 9. I'm with all of you all. I'm right in there. Fantastic episode. Very, very excited for the finale. Look, if this series can land the finale, then it has the potential to grow in viewership over time. Word of mouth is, I think, already affecting viewership, and it's getting better. If we could just keep that momentum, we have a chance to see these characters for sure continued, supposing they live. I don't know if John's going to make it or not. I don't know if he's redeemable or not. Baymax says an 8 out of 10. A Jod character, I tell you what, I'm not so sure about him. But next week we'll find out if this can land stick the landing. It's got the potential to just be a tremendous, tremendous show going forward on for the franchise. So thank you all for being here. We'll see you on Friday. And until then, my friends, Merry Christmas and may the force be with you always. Bye bye.